England 1, Czech Republic 0. Decent performance from England. First and foremost, big up Bukayo. Man like Saka's just stepped into tournament football and looks super comfy, just like he has done at every level he's played at so far. This youth is special. And you know he knows it too. Man wasn't even the one who scored or assisted, but he backed off his top to flex on Foden and Sancho and all the other bench man them. Energy! We need to rescue him from his sentence at HMP Emirates. He's too good for them Deadingtons. This is the first Arsenal player I've loved since Santi Cazorla. How can Bukayo take the European Championships by storm like this, then go back to Arsenal and do Brexit? Look how they even have man mentally preparing for it. England ain't even left England yet. Brexit has begun. No more spending euros. But that doesn't matter when you have sterling. Pounds over euros. It's worth more. Raheem can't stop scoring in his ends. He has scored 14 goals in his last 19 England games. He scored 100% of England's goals at the Euro so far. The vice captain is completely outshining the captain. Yet Raheem is overhated and underrated. England trades in sterling, yet this kingdom is divided over Raheem. Now I ain't saying he's the best, but you can't deny how important he is for England. Grealish finally got a start as well. About damn time, and he showed his worth. Direct running, excellent control, intent and quality, winning fouls, getting an assist. Jack must be a starter for the remainder of the tournament by order of the Peaky Blinders. But Jadon Sancho has been mocked on a different level. Free Sancho, man's being held hostage. He finally got out of solitary confinement to make the bench, but he only got 6 minutes of yard time. 6 minutes and he had to go back to his cell. The most productive attacker in the squad. It's like he's being tried for treason for going to Germany and becoming a superstar. It's outrageous. My theory is that the Glazers are paying Southgate to leave Sancho on the bench so that they can haggle with Dortmund. Them man really would do anything to save some pennies in it. I can't think of another reason why Sancho wouldn't get any more minutes than this. Even the German press can't understand. But the Germans won't be mad at that, especially now that's who they'll be playing in the first knockout game. Last time Southgate faced Germany at Wembley at Euros, well, let's just say it wasn't pretty. But who knows what will happen? Germany barely made it out of the group stage. It really was the group of death, and starvation was the method. Hungary threw all kinds of spanners in the works, but in the end, all three of the big boys went through. France 2, Portugal 2. What a game. The stars turned up for this one. Let's start at the start. Benzema was poor in the first half. Make no mistake about it. I was even calling for him to be substituted at halftime. But goals change games and performances. His penalty released 6 years of stress, and you can see it because he was quality after he scored. I told you last time that he was saving his goals for Portugal. He wanted to outshine CR7. He wanted the limelight after all those years in the shadow. He even scored again. A lovely goal set up by PP. Kareem was moving like a Benz, but CR7 is a Lambo. Man didn't even really get involved in the game yet stole all the headlines. It's a familiar story for Benzo. Karim turns up, but Ronaldo is the one we're talking about. 5 goals in the group stage. That makes him outright top scorer in the Euros. 109 international goals. Joint top scoring international male of all time. Top World Cup scorer of all time. Top Euro scorer of all time. This is the greatest goal scorer of all time. Mbappe was basically starstruck the whole game. Kylian couldn't stop looking at Ronaldo. He was so distracted he couldn't finish his chances, dribbles, or conversations. All he wanted was that CR7 shirt, and he got it. This looked like Real Madrid past, present, and future. I don't think Ronaldo will be done anytime soon. João Felix finally made the bench, but he ain't get no minutes. I'm so disappointed. This is officially more of a disaster than Sancho. I even chose João in my 12 over Renato Sanchez. But after that performance from Renato, I'm making my first sub. Man like Dredd was moving Dredd. They tried to write him off at Swansea like he wasn't on loan from Bayern. He was incredible against the French. So many tackles, so much energy, such wonderful feet and accurate passing. He was superb. But so was Kante. I see people going on like Kante got bossed outside. Impossible, you foolish unwashed swines. He was the boss, as usual. Ingolino is flawless. I will not hear any slander against him. It is possible for opposing midfielders to all play very well. It was a stupidly even game because all the midfielders played incredibly. Kante now has 30 games unbeaten alongside PP. And as great as Kante and Sanchez were, no one is talking to my boy PP. Best player on the pitch by a mile. And he never even had to leave gear 2. Man dropped around casually the entire night, yet no one can get near him. Mistake! PP doesn't need anyone else to destroy them. So many outrageous passes. His vision is stupid. He sees different to everyone else. I told you he will be player of the tournament, and I firmly believe he has been so far. Sweden 3, Poland 2. Late winner for Sweden. It was a decent game in the second half, but Sweden are still a very, very hard watch. I only watched him for my guy Alexander Isak, and to be quite honest, all that matters is that he's through and that we can watch him for longer. But he has to get a goal soon though. I'm ready to celebrate that moment. I am ready to wild out. He must can do it against the Ukraine. Come on, Alexander the Great. Props man talks.